Ben 10 has been lying to the public about his shooting diagnosis, but he says something today. Y'all remember this video?
I thought it was the other niggas.
Big ass lizards.
I know this was. What up, cuz?
What up now?
Got Pistol P with me. I got Pooling with me. I got Queefing with me too. I'm going through that situation right now, but we still thinking it out. They got 50 with me. I pulled a 3.
In this video, alright, cool. Well, before we get into what he says, I want y'all to consider this that we heard a couple of weeks ago with the state of Texas. Just a little intro. Texas. This day appeared the undersigned faint who under oath says that he has good reason to believe and does believe that in Harris County, Texas, Jeremy Christopher Ford, also known as Allstar JR, hereafter styled the defendant, hereto on or about April 8, 2026, did then and there unlawfully, intentionally, knowingly and recklessly cause a spine injury to Ben Anthony Fields, hereafter styled the complainant by shooting the complainant with a deadly weapon, namely a firearm, which resulted in irreversible paralysis. Ben10 is this. The sponsor of this video is Cloaked. And there are a lot of people who are wondering why I'm going so hard to go with Cloaked and push it and everything. I want to share with y'all something that happened to me on March 7th of this year, right? And what happened was, and this is all real, this is literally out of my damn inbox. They put up my social, they put up my full name, they put up my birthday, they even put up every number I ever had and every address that I ever freaking lived at. These are real text messages, by the way, sent via goddamn Instagram. So when you see me go hard for coke, understand, I didn't know how they got that info. That's the second time in 5 years that people try to extort my personal info. First time I voted, second time I just said do what you're gonna do. Please don't be like me. Try Cloak today. They're giving you 30% off with that QR code, or tap the link in the description or hit the pinned comment. See what data brokers sold your info today. Just take the challenge. If you don't like it, hey, don't sign up. Just see what info they have. That's all I'm asking. Try Cloak today. Then Ben 10 pops up and says, jingle bells, I be walking around that way. So he says Santa Claus is going to deliver him something great in his stocking for Christmas or around December because he's going to be walking, according to him. Roll it.
It's look, to all the ones and for all the ones who praying for me, thank you. Really, for the good prayers. I'm still on this journey. The Lord say the same would be. This should be over by on Christmas. We are shooting for Christmas. For me to be up whooping your ass again. Gang.
The rest of the complaint, aka the charges, aka what they're trying to charge Allstar JR with. Oh man, God, dog. It is interesting because they're saying that what Ben10 said isn't true at all. I learned that defendant known in the music industry as Allstar JR and complainant Fields, known in the music industry as NBA Ben10, are notable figures which caused the incident to garner significant media attention through the use of social media and working in collaboration with HPD Gang Division Officer Jay Hunt, a peace officer I know to be credible and reliable. I was able to obtain a possible name for Allstar JR as Jeremy Ford. I then researched law enforcement databases and obtained a Michigan driver's license. Christopher Ford, black male, born February 6th, and compared his driver's license to the male in the confession security video deemed to be, and it was determined it was one of the same person. Then, on April 17, 2026, found in possession of a firearm. Charges were filed against the defendant in federal court. And on April 22, 2026, the defendant was arrested on the federal warrant in Oakland County, Michigan. Immediately after the defendant's arrest, a Faint conducted a custodial interview with the defendant who confessed to the shooting at Confessions Restaurant on April 8, 2026 in Houston, Harris County, Texas. Through investigation, Fain learned that complainant Field's medical treatment team that he sustained a spine injury as a result of the shooting that has left him without sensation from the waist down. I also learned that based on the extent of the injuries, the prognosis for complainant Fields is that he will have irreversible paralysis of his lower extremities. Based on my training and experience, as well as the facts and circumstances of this case, I know that a firearm as used in the manner by defendant against the complainant is a deadly weapon capable of causing death and or serious bodily injury against the peace and dignity of the state. Signed and sworn 5/22/2026, and they put his name there. So I had to go through and I had to look at freaking Garcia versus State, right? So in Texas, serious bodily injury does not require permanent paralysis. So that right there is already stopping the freaking case. But it seems as though the freaking case was built upon that Ben10 can't walk anymore. That's what they essentially said, right? So it goes on to say the statute also covers injuries causing a substantial risk of death or a protracted loss or impairment of an organ or bodily function. A spinal gunshot wound can qualify even if the person later improves. One Texas appellate example often discussed by defense lawyers is Garcia versus State, which we're talking about right now. When the court analyzed whether injuries were actually serious bodily injury under Texas law, the broader point from that line of cases is that courts look at the evidence of the injury, not simply whether the victim eventually got better. But once again, if this case, so we're gonna have to see a superseding indictment, of course. But if the freaking case is essentially built upon him, meaning Allstar JR, shooting him and making him paralyzed forever, then there we go. But it boils down to that. Like, you're only saying we built this case because we found out that he had severe paralysis? So do they drop that down? Do we lessen the charges and all that shit? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think this slight weight is novelty, meaning one of the first of its kind, because of where it started. Sorry, because I'm in my head, I'm trying to squeeze out a shit ton of ideas. Y'all know I got this big ass head. Apparently, according to none of y'all who go to my Instagram live, y'all said I'm hiding my forehead on here, but I show my forehead on IG live. So if you're infatuated with Seti Nash's big ass forehead, just type in on Instagram, Seti Nash. And when I go live, you can see this big ass head there. If you go to my OnlyFans, you can see this big ass head there too. Ladies only. But in all seriousness, I don't know, bro, because the defense lawyers will point this out. They had to go, well, hold on, Your Honor. Let's see what they told the jury, meaning who did they tell to get this goddamn conviction? And if it was based upon this premise and this premise doesn't exist anymore, what do we do then? And I think it's a good damn fight. I know some of y'all are like, man, wait. Hold on. So Nash, your conversation piece on this video is that if Ben10 walks by Christmas, and we know the damn case is going to be pushed back for a year or two, if Ben10 makes a full recovery, he walks in there, he gets on the stand and all that shit, because that's what he's going to do. Or he'll post some Instagram videos and they'll snatch those Instagram videos and they'll go, hey, bro, this right here says that he's not hurt. Are you saying that could get Allstar JR's case dismissed? I'm saying I don't know, but why wouldn't it? Now, it doesn't take away from the initial injury, is what the appellate court said in Garcia versus the state. So I don't know, bro. It sounds like it's not going to go well, but I'd still argue it and say we see exactly what the hell happens. But I wonder what Ben10's going to say or do, or if he shake his ass on the goddamn cameras and shit and let y'all know that he got his legs back. I hope he does fully recover. By the way, I have nothing against Ben10. I know that may seem like far-fetched, but in all candor, I don't got nothing against Buddy. I hope he's well. I hope he does well. I hope all charges are dismissed and these cats just go their separate ways and life be life. Because I don't want to see this little dude paralyzed for some bullshit. And I definitely don't want to see Allstar JR in prison for some bullshit or defending himself and being overly emotional during that. But y'all, let me know y'all thoughts on this one. Click right here to see how Soulja Boy told Kai Cenat F him and then try to F with him. And lost $4 million in the same damn day. Click right here for that video or click right here for the playlist to get you through your day. And I will catch y'all in the next one.